So most of you saw my story on Instagram and you voted for me to do a YouTube video for my book haul. I'm kind of calling this a guilty pleasure book haul because it was just all books that mostly books that I just read for guilty pleasure. No shaming that though. But first two that aren't so much guilty pleasure reads, I did get Milk and Honey and Pillow Thoughts, which are two poetry books. I actually read Milk and Honey yesterday. It was so quick and short, and I actually really did enjoy it. A lot of it is a little bit more explicit, I guess. Definitely more adult themes in it, but it was really good. I enjoyed it. And I'm really excited to start Pillow Thoughts. It's kind of nice because you can just read them at whatever pace you want. I've been maybe reading a little before bed, but before I knew it, I finished this whole book. So it was good though. I really did enjoy it, and I'll probably add some more to my collection as time goes on. Secondly, some of you saw in my Instagram story that I got a number 3 out of the series. I have not read this series yet. I've been collecting it because I keep seeing it every time I go to Half Price Bookstore. And I just grab the books that are whatever they have available, and I've been missing 1 and 3. So I got 3 yesterday from Amazon, and today they finally showed up with number 1. But funny story about my Amazon delivery today. I know this is off topic. The truck, so we live a few stories up in an apartment complex, and I think sometimes the drivers just don't want to carry the boxes up. And we noticed that our delivery time had changed to say, driver will deliver later. They're doing other deliveries first. This happened, and it kept saying that for like 2 hours. So we were just waiting and waiting. So my wonderful husband went and found the van. They were like a neighborhood over, and he drove over, found them, grabbed all my books, and brought them back. So he's definitely a keeper. He went and found them for me. Next I have Until Retribution Burns. I'm super excited about this. I have read the first 2 books. This one just came out like maybe a week or 2 ago, and so it's been on my list. I finally grabbed it from Amazon, and I'll probably read this like right away. I read the first book in like 1 sitting, and they're a dark romance, very adult, but I just gobbled them up. Oh my gosh. So the second book was pretty dark, but I'm invested, so I have to read the rest of the series. We've also got Den of Vipers. I know some people love this and some people hate it. And so I'm anxious to see what I think about it. A lot of mixed reviews, but I'm kind of intrigued by the storyline, so I'm gonna read it. It is thick, like big. Most romance novels that I grab are just like, I don't know, way smaller than this. So I'm really anxious to see what I think of this. Like I said, some people love it, some people hate it. So we will see. I'll definitely review it on Instagram after I'm done. Then I have Broken Beginnings. I got this on, these are all from Amazon, by the way. I read, what was it called? Savage Beginnings. I recently did a review for it on my Instagram, and I did enjoy it. I think I gave it 4 stars just because there were some flaws, but you know, I still gobble up these books. Guilty pleasure reads, that's the point. So this is just kind of another part of the series. They're all standalones, but they all kind of, if that makes sense. I think you can read them all separately, but same authors, same looking cover, and it sounded really interesting, so I grabbed it. Then we've got Master of Salt and Bones. And I mean, just look at this cover. How pretty is that? I love it. It looks so nice. This one, I can just read you the description. It says, when I was a little girl, I dreamed a handsome knight would come and rescue me from my wretched mother. He'd ride up on his white steed and break the curse I've been fated to carry since the day I was born. Funny how things change over time, how the fairy tale twisted into something far more crooked, darker than I ever imagined. In reality, my knight is scarred and broken, living alone in a castle of bones that overlooks the sea. He isn't searching for me. He never was. Lucian, sorry, there was like white in the background that I couldn't read the text. Lucian Blackthorn is as cursed as I am, and equally shunned by the locals, the fishers of men, who believe him to be the devil in the flesh. Perhaps he is, with the way his amber eyes draw me in, ignite me like an infernal blaze, and the sins he whispers in my ear are as wickedly intoxicating as the man himself. I'm very excited for this one, naturally. It looks good. The cover is beautiful. This is also pretty thick, too. It looks like it's maybe 530 pages. So pretty good. This will give me something fun to read for a while, and I've stocked up on my guilty pleasure reads, clearly, so it'll be fun. Then I got this one, Stealing Cinderella. I kind of like the cover. It's nice and flashy. This also just looked really good. The description, every royal has their secret, dirty little secret. His was, me. It should have been simple. Go to the ball, meet the prince, and secure his patronage for my favorite charity. But beneath the mask, the brooding beast of man was not at all who I expected. He was dark and intense and eerily quiet. When I left, I could still feel the ghost of his touch branded into my skin. He haunted my dreams, but I never expected to see him again. Then he came for me, and he took me, and I learned that his darkness was a void I could never have conceived. He's the crown prince, and now I'm his captive. So, naturally, I had to read it, and so I'm really excited to get into these. It's really pretty too, so. We're almost done. This one here just caught my attention. I kind of liked the cover, and it's also just romance, something to enjoy. Fables and Other Lies is what it's called. This says, here's the description. Do you believe in curses? I never did. Not until that fated night 6 years ago when I sat in the devil's chair and made a wish. Not until it came true. Not until I met River Caliban himself, heir to a fortune of curses, my fated, sworn enemy. I knew I should have stayed away from him. I should have run the other way when he called out my name, when he flashed that sinful smile of his, but instead I walked toward him, leaving the light behind. Instead, I go against all reason, against all warning, and attended the gala of the year at his dark, allegedly haunted home at the top of the hill. The moment I step foot inside, I know I'm in trouble, but there's something about River that magnetizes me, reels me in, and when he asks for the impossible, I find it impossible to turn him away. So, kind of intriguing. I'm excited to read it. Obviously, any of these, once I read these, I'll post reviews on my Instagram, but looks kind of good. Then, so I read The Kiss Thief by LJ Shen a while ago, and you guys know that I loved it. So I have been recommended by one of my Bookstagram friends to read Vicious, so I grabbed a copy. I'm super excited. I also got The Villain by the same author, so I'm really excited about these. I believe this one is a part of a series, so I will have to start. I just got the first one for now. And if I really like it, which I'm sure I probably will, then I'll have to grab the other two. But I'm just so excited to start it. Everyone that I've heard talk about it really likes it. And of course, The Villain, I'm excited for this too. Like, what I have read of LJ Shen, I really did like. And it's a billionaire romance, and I'm such a sucker for billionaire romances, so yeah. So that is my haul from Amazon. It is 12 books. They're all paperback, and I got really good deals on all of them. And I felt kind of bad spending the money, but I don't know, I really wanted them. So I'm super excited to read them. I'll probably go through these so fast because I got some guilty pleasure reads kind of recently, and I've been reading them so fast, like a day and a half or something. So I was like, I just need to stock up on a bunch so that I have them, because they've really been helping me in a reading slump. I've been in kind of like in a fantasy slump lately. And so I just picked these up and I would just devour them. So it's a great way to kind of get out of a slump, or just to keep reading when you're in a slump. But I'm very excited, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.